Blub blub everyone, welcome back to Ixion. I was debating what we're doing next with these sectors now that we have our sector 3, which is our 4th sector, because yes, that makes total sense. Because we have this available now. And we're shifting our population of non-workers into this. And want as little workers as possible in here, but we also need to think about space, and I'm not sure we can actually afford another sector. We need another food sector for sure. Because with all the people we need to unfreeze, that's going to be a lot. Which is possible. And which hopefully will be enough for a while. But just in case we need another food sector after that, because some other bullshit comes up, I want to have the waste sector in here if possible. And we can have the industry go to level 2, at least, with extra waste treatment centers. Even though if we're not using them, doesn't matter. They just need to be in here. That means I need to get rid of this, because this is not a industry building. And I want to get rid of this, because I want this in the population sector, because, yeah, nuclear power plant, the population sector, totally sensible. And unfortunately, we will need this, I guess. Which is bad, because I'm not sure we're going to get enough helium. I'm not sure how that's going to work. But I don't know, maybe we can optimize some things in terms of power requirements. But I think we need this here. That actually works out perfectly, oh my god. Because I can have another wall building and another few batteries in here. Not that I really need them in here, but, you know, just in case. That's pretty good. That's a lot of... oh god, that's a lot of alloys. Let's stop that for a moment and pause this. But what I definitely want is more... is cryo moving over here. And then also hydrogen, of course. That also works out perfectly. I love it. This little bit of space that's wasted doesn't matter to me. We want cryo, cryo, cryo. At the very least, we want hydrogen and hydrogen and hydrogen, I think. It's more hydrogen than we have, so that's good. And then we can just move that hydrogen over. And these all needs to be built, which is a lot of alloys, but we're producing them, so it's fine. We're also producing waste, which is good, because that waste will be turned into other stuff for us. I actually don't need this running right now, because I have carbon. So I'd rather use carbon. And here we can make more... oh, that almost fits like a glove. Almost. Yeah, that fits. Oh, that's good. That feels good. That feels really good. Okay, that doesn't fit as well, but I don't care. Because I still think that is what we need, and that will mean... this should level up to tier 2, because you only need 7 points. We were at least at 4. I'm building 3 more industry buildings. That should work out. Like, perfectly. I'm not sure what we're doing with this space down here. We'll probably need more batteries anyway, so let's just fill it with batteries. But that should work. That's a lot of alloys. Oh god, that's a lot of alloys. I probably need to turn this on. Can I? Yes. Because we need to move more into this. Silicon is filling up, but that's okay. We need more carbon. That's fine. We need to use that carbon to make more stuff. All working out so far. We can also use the waste to make more carbon or more alloys. I may have one run to make more alloys, to be honest. I mean, it's 1-to-1 with the alloys, which is very efficient. Could help out.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Yeah. Who cares about the accidents? Yeah, there's a lot of alloys. So maybe just having some waste going there is good. These should produce waste. I don't see it, but they should. 91 can go in here. Oh, damn, son. That's a lot. That's a whole freaking lot. I didn't even upgrade all of these yet. Not even close. So this is a very good living space for everyone. For the non-workers. I could probably put more in. How much can you have? We're building another one, but 60 food. We're almost at capacity here. We're almost at capacity of 600. So I could put another 93 non-workers in here. We're fine with the workers until this happens, because then I need another 60. Well, a bit more. Say another 80. But, do we have more non-workers? That's 48. 141. So, Sector 6. Sector 6 wants 93 non-workers to get rid of. And push them into Sector 3 and we're good. Nice. At least that takes these people away. And gives them a living space without industry, which is kind of nice for them.
Has occurred in the tycoon.
We can also have some stability buildings here, which don't really need many workers. At least, I mean, only one needs actual workers. So that seems good. We've done all the requests. Is this finally finished? Almost. Okay, we can finally go and do the colonization research and then do some other things. In terms of research events and stuff that will murder us for sure. We have some food. We will need 60 food times 2 in here. And that's gonna be the stockpiles. That's fine. We are stockpiling food like crazy. I'm sure this one is going down as well. 103, so that's not that much. That's fine.
The science ship team has completed a task.
Finally, we have the colony going. Temporary test colony has now been established. It's only temporary. It's so wasteful. I mean, it's useful for science, but still. The colonists will periodically transmit reports of their progress. This will provide us with valuable field data, and they probably die. But that's okay. It's not my problem. Oh, and the space weather is doing. Yeah, now my ship would be lost. Great. Such bullshit. Let's do... I mean, I guess let's do these. There's also more science there, which I should use. I'm not using science that much right now, so what can we do? Making the drone bay better. The power plant I can't yet. It's the next story thing. A health center. Center can accommodate injured crew members from... Oh, I was thinking about that. From other sectors connected by train stations. That's actually pretty good, because... That's what we want. We want that in the population sector.
A science ship.
Maybe we can get rid of all the
arrived at
others
its
then.
destination.
Ooh, that would be a space and population worker saver. Stability in the sector, but reduces the max hull. Yeah, I don't care for that. That is such a stupid building. When the max hull goes down by a value that you cannot change and stuff. It's just so dumb. The algae farm could be great. Uses more water though, apparently. What's a moderate amount? And significant. Okay, less water than the other thing. And large amount of food and large amount of food. So that's probably the better one from the crop farm. That would be good for the next food sector. Let's have that prepared. And let's go for the health center as well. Because that makes sense now. Because there's space in here. Getting rid of these. That's 2 batteries again. That could help to get to the 5. So, yeah. It would be great if we could get rid of these. And then maybe we can get rid of this as well. Oh. Depending on how big these are. Which is probably, you know, very freaking big. We have arrived at the ruined industrial zone. The view is intriguing. In addition to the general debris and bodies that float everywhere, there are large piles of previously molten metals that have solidified when the area was exposed to the vacuum of space. The zone has been ripped open and much of the interior appears to have been blown away. The structural tear extends into a storage area full of suspended yellow particles. Explore, investigate, look for the source of the yellow particles. I hope we can do everything, but let's just explore. For now. There's more science at the colony, that's good. It's producing some good stuff for us. Science is happening. There's a lot of science still out there. We can probably power through a bit. So we have a full one of these. Maybe I need to use this space for another one of these, because this sector will get full. And at some point we'll probably want more of this as well. So, cryopods.
A science ship team
From
has
Sector 1
completed
to
a
Sector
task.
3. All in Sector 3, please. Pull them over, use this. I need more workers for that, though. But I can basically transfer them from here because I can get rid of this one then. Which is fine. Because I will not get non-workers into this sector anymore at that point. Which is really good. Really, really good. Yeah, we're getting more cryonic pods, but these will already be transferred. That's good. For now, let's have that happening. We could get another 20 workers in here, which would be good. So, Sector 1. 20 workers. Only workers. Into Sector 3, please. And then I can just start this process. Now the problem is just getting more alloys. Which, you know, has been slowed down because of the waste treatment. But we're getting more alloys from this as well at some point. Which is nice. We're not producing enough waste anymore, which is kind of shite. Actually, you don't need to... Can you even work? Are you the right way around? Yes, you are. You just look weird because I haven't seen you from that side, which looks cool. Yeah, I don't think you need to be... Oh, it's extra hours anyway. Yeah, that's better. Good. I don't think we need you working. Oops. So that's good. Sorry for that motion sickness right there. Could probably have a lot of batteries here.
Transfer complete.
No, we can't. Not that many. Because I could have another house here. Oh, that slows it down even more because all my alloys now go into here, but that's fine. We're making a few alloys here. Which will help. It's a lot of alloys again, god damn it. But we will need these batteries, unfortunately. Now, how is this looking in terms of policy? It's still tier 1, but we have recycling tier 1 as well. 30% more resources and stability is reduced, stability penalty. Okay, sure. We've got another food building, the algae farm. Well, that takes a lot of electronics, oof. And one more worker and a bit more energy. And more alloys as well, oof. Okay. And needs algae plantations as well. Oof. I'm not sure how that's gonna work, but... Hopefully it doesn't need as much room as these, although probably does, let's be honest. Negative. Why are you starving, you dumbasses? Because there are too many people here, of course. And this is not built. High priority. I mean, that's fine. We can have one negative. That doesn't matter. Even though, wow, does that hurt. Again, game. Really? Happy brings... no trust at all, but one negative, my god. Just eats your trust. Just eats it. At least they're not homeless, right? Yeah, no, not yet. It's getting there, though. Once these buildings are finished, it's gonna be fine. That is a weird symbol for priority, in my opinion. Because it's going, it's pointing down, not up. Some design decisions are kind of weird in this one. Not sure why this, because we are doing the thing. Okay. We're getting more power, which is good, okay. That's fine. That's how it should be. We could just say, don't do this for now until we, you know, can finally feed everyone. Oh, they're not starving anymore. Oh, yes, they are. So propaganda is running here too? Oh yeah, just normal propaganda. It's just... Oh, the DLS itself just gives stability. That's actually good. It's nice that you don't just waste this if you don't want to run anything, but want to see the stuff. You just get one for free. One stability for free, which is good. Yeah, I'm not sure. I would like an actual... Because I would like to get the maximum bonus from all of them. I mean, building repair is 30% faster. Is not that important to me, to be honest. So maybe I don't care for Industry 2, but Recycling 2 would be nice. Because Recycling 2 is actually useful.
In the tycoon.
Because buildings produce 30% more resources, and food buildings are faster, and industry buildings are faster. That makes more sense to me. So maybe we still want to have a recycling. Yes, and especially then, because 2 food sectors will produce 30% faster. That is ridiculous. And that's just basically a third of another sector that I'll just get for free. So yeah, that will be necessary. I think we will move these at some point. And make a real recycling thing. But for now, we get 50% more out of this. So we get 65 here. That's not 50%. No, is it 30%? 30%, sorry. Makes more sense. Population Health Center. Yes, we do. Ooh, 50 people? Yikes. I mean, we still save like 10 here. But 50 people. And it's, of course, ginormous. I mean, of course it is. What else would it be? No, this doesn't work. I don't like this. That's so much wasted space. Ugh. It will still save us space in the long run. We're not running. Oh, 40. Oh, God. That's a lot of power. Not even sure how much power. This actually needs power. Oh, that is so dumb. That is so dumb. That is so dumb. Oh. That is so dumb. I hate this. I hate this so much that this needs power, to be honest. That should be a 0. It is a power-producing building. Come on. Why would it need its own power? But fine. Okay, we have 2. So now we don't really care anymore. We can just open more cryopods. For this moment, until this is at 800. Even then, we can just build more wall buildings. Who cares? So I don't really need these. Unless I want the sector stability +3, which is kind of useful. Which is kind of useful. I actually think we don't need this infirmary. We'll just keep that for another house. We're running out of iron-bearing stuff. Industrial zone itself is devastating. Both factory machinery and crew were covered by flying molten metal as the pressurization occurred. As the metal solidified, grisly monuments were created. Sometimes all that remains of a body is a cracked metal shell. Cryopods found in this area have either been covered by steel or compromised. Our team was able to gather some information about the Itaminanki's production methods. Okay. I guess that's the same for all of these. I think these we can all go through. It's not like on a planet where it will punish us for, you know, being curious. That's what a game should do, by the way. Make the player feel bad about being curious. Which is, of course, not the thing. No, we have all the research points unlocked. Okay, so it's just resources. What do we need? I actually want more iron. To make sure we get all of that. Because we're powering through some stuff right here. Good spots of iron, please. There are none. Maybe we have uncovered all of them already. Ice is not bad. We're powering through a lot of ice. At this time. We're getting more cryopods. Okay, you're 0. You can go. And instead I'm opening you up to move your people around. Because I want this space for more EVA. Because we'll need it.
A probe has completed its scan.
We're making food. We're making way too much food. That's good. I like that. We have a lot of food around. We can just pull down on these.
A science ship team has completed a task.
I still think we will need the next sector to be a food sector. And have the algae going. How about the batteries? Yes, 5 cycles, done. 2 out of 4. Now we need to pull this one into that, which is gonna be hard. We probably need to get rid of this one. Yeah, we want that not... We don't want that here anymore. We want that colonization center somewhere else, so let's get rid of this. And by somewhere else, I mean... here. Health, where's the colonization? It's not maintenance. There it is. Which is also gigantic and I hate it. Such a waste of space. Ugh. Fine. Again, we need it. But that will give us the space here to put in more batteries. And maybe more storage even. I will switch these at some point. Once this is done. Because we will not need more than 1 cryopod storage in here at all. So these can be something else. Like more ice storage. Like more ferrum storage. More of these. That actually works, just these 3, you know, ferrum, carbon, and silicon, just all 3 here. And this can be more batteries, which we know we need. For the inevitable BS that the game will throw at us. Could make a road here, but it seems so fishy. Works though, that's a lot more batteries. I'm gonna keep just 3. I'm gonna not go too much overboard and see how much that gives. We are full on silicon. That's nice. We don't have enough workers.
No more resources available to mine.
We could get more workers. A lot more workers. So, let's get like... Oh god, how many workers do we have here available? Oh, let's get 20 for now. 20 workers from sector 1 to sector 6. Because I really would like to run this thing. Will not be just be enough.
Transfer complete.
But now we can make it that these run permanently. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And this will be turned off or turned to something else. Maybe more electronics as well. At some point. But now we actually are able, just with waste, to get rid of the requirements of these things. The only thing we're still missing is the water treatment plant. To actually have water being treated as the same. But the problem is water treatment needs to be happening where it is needed, because you cannot move water, which is a dumb thing as well. Why are there no pipes that you can pipe through the sectors? It's just such an arbitrary thing. Such an arbitrary thing. Should we get more colonists? I mean, I guess. Let's make another batch just in case.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Colonists have completed their tests.
An important message from our colonization mission requires your attention.
Yeah, just F me, game. Why not? It has emerged that the concerning results of our earlier colonization tests have been leaked, leading many in the crew to believe we are just delaying our humanity ends. I mean, not wrongly, to be honest. You can't just hang yourself, buddy, if you don't want to live anymore. I mean, it's sad, but in this situation... Just don't be a worker, please. Whoever released this information bears responsibility for the rise in dead earth sickness that has followed. Of course, more dead earth sickness, because that's just not stupid at all. Ridiculous. Authorized extraction preparation. Okay. 25% success rate, though. We have finished our colonization test. Colonization success rate of planets like P42 is estimated to be 25%. That's actually a good percentage. In this situation, doesn't seem bad. The storage area seems to have been the battleground for a large violent clash. Hey, Raphael Bieri, how are you doing? Bloop bloop. Large violent clash. Workers attempted to repel an invader using small firearms and improvised weaponry. Apart from the cutting laser marks across bodies and containers, there's no evidence that identifies the invader. The large majority of the storage area seems to have been emptied, but after some searching, the Ripley's team located a number of intact cryopods. Good. And resource containers. Everything has been prepared for extraction. Oh, pretty good resources. That's nice. And now the yellow particles, and then we go back, take all that research, bring the guys back, and we're good. 1,600 people already. We're good on food, though, and I like it. That's pretty nice. We won't be good on food for long, so we need to react fast if that goes down. And just open up another food sector. So what you missed, Raphael, is... I hope you were here in the last stream. I'm actually not sure, I'm very sorry. But what you missed is we open up sector number 4, which is sector 3, because that makes sense. And it's not confusing at all. And made this a population sector. With no specialization unlocked whatsoever right now, because that would be too easy. What's for the population? 38 points. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or something. And another, it's a 10. So yeah, we need a lot more. Ugh. What's population? That's not population, that's not population, that's not population. Pop, 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 pop. Okay. I hope... Okay, that's kind of shit, actually, that the health center is not.
Team has completed a task.
That's not pop. That's just space. Well, it's just food. This, the mess hall is pop, so that's 2 more points, so we're at 12. Ouch! That means I just literally need to spam housing. Are you insane? No, this is also pop. Okay, I can spam all the, all these buildings as well. All the... Oh god, they are so shitty in space use. Ugh. All the stability buildings as well, which I probably should, because it's just thematic, right? Oh, that fits like a glove. Yes, please. That needs workers, though, but we have enough. That's good. But let's get that started. All these houses are being built. We could build another house. Even though it, you know, takes a lot of space. But that's fine. We're getting rid of these cryopods. Using all the other stuff. Everything is working. So far, so good. We actually don't need production of polymers right now. At all. No, I was not here. The notification does not inform me. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I mean, it should. If you go to... If you see a stream is being planned and then you just click on the notification, then you should get an email from YouTube. If you want to go on YouTube. On Twitch, those emails are not really reliable. They weren't for, you know, the last 15 years or so. We are at 5.2 right now, so that works. These batteries are enough. I hate that I have to spam that many batteries because it just makes no sense to me. But that's like 2 out of 4 only, not 3? Ah, this one isn't finished. Yeah, just a few more and we're good here as well. And we can do that in a way that we can still have some of these storages here down here. Which is nice. I hate this space use. This won't be possible for 2 of those, I think. No, it's just 1. This building is too big. That seems so inefficient. I could get rid of this and put it here. That could be a bit more efficient. Maybe I do that. And then this goes away and we have more space here. Because I actually don't need this here anymore. This is actually detrimental right now. Because I could just take these 183 workers and get rid of them. Non-workers, I mean. And when I want more workers, I just look at sector 3 and we're good. Yeah, and I also want to build this, which doesn't even fit here anymore. Doesn't matter though. It would be good to just get rid of resources quicker. I don't know. It's not great. Because this needs to be EVA for sure. Yeah, and as I thought, this doesn't work. So I'm gonna get rid of this and place that at the other space there. Yeah. I would like the drone thing here. That's fine. Let's use the... I hate that it still counts. I mean, you could cheese it, but you could also just block the button if you have another one planned. Which is just a line of code, you know. Just check if you know, present block button done. You know, you can't abort the thing. This could work either for another maintenance thing and then have batteries behind. But this is better use of space for sure. So we can definitely have some maintenance in here. Question is, do I need them? For now, I don't. This can go away, which saves me a lot. Yeah, and this could actually mean I can reshuffle these. You know what? Yes. And save some space that way. Let's do that. And this is going to be more iron, more carbon, more silicon for now. Should also work out with workers. Haha. Sector 1 does get some. That's good. Everyone else gets 100. That's fine. Looks real complicated. It actually is not that complicated. I mean, if you look at this now, yes, but, you know. If you start from the beginning, it's just, as always, a step-by-step process. This is terrifying me. Are we actually using that much water with these two that I cannot keep up? No, I just don't have any ice. That's the problem. So I can just do this. Oh god, are we running out of ice completely? Okay. Terrifying. Absolutely freaking terrifying. We have some ice still, so that's good. You guys, one of you needs to go for ice exclusively right now. You don't get those. We have enough cryopods for now. Just get ice. We are getting maintained, which is fine. We're getting some food, which we don't really need. We could, for now, since we don't need that food that much, just deactivate that. We could go into... I don't need water. Yeah, but if we're already running low on ice... Oh god. A water treatment plant in all of these is a must-have, then. That's not good. That's really not good. This actually doesn't need to be worked, unless I want to make colonists. Which I don't right now. Terrifying. The team followed the trail of yellow particles through the vacuum to another section of the Itaminanki wreckage. It appears to have been at least partially spared from the destruction we have seen elsewhere. The particles come from the crushed and damaged flowers of yellow squash. A bed of these frozen plants surrounds a large bronze sculpture, a depiction of Earth, crowned with laurels. Many messages have been left near the sculpture, railing against the perceived enemies of humanity, Dolos and Ashtangites. So the pirates, basically. A plague at its base... plaque, sorry. Not plague. Plaque. At its base reads, against the cynicism that kills hope, against the madness which precipitates hell, to perpetuate the genius of humanity and the memory of all life on Earth. The genius of humanity. My god. The narcissism is real. There is a compartment beneath the plaque in which a sealed time capsule was found. It seems possible it could be opened. Okay, sure. I guess, open it. I don't know why we have to open it there and cannot bring it with us, but sure, maybe it's too big. Which I guess. What do we need? Hydrogen would be nice. We definitely need some ice if we can. Yeah, like this is great. Perfect cache. What's the goal of the game? Survive. Don't die. Which, in its default difficulty, is ridiculously hard. I think very much unfair hard. But I messed with the difficulty. You can actually dynamically adjust the difficulty while you're going, and I made it a bit less ridiculously BS. So now because I'm on your DC. Oh, the Discord. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, yeah, that helps. So you basically, we are inhabitants of this station, and Earth died because we used an experimental drive right here. This one, actually. That's the Vol drive, how it's called. And that drive is defective. It's actually not well done. It uses particles that go haywire when you use it, and it kills us every time we use it. It takes 100 of our hull integrity away forever, which you cannot restore, which is bullshit. It also destroyed the moon, which it caused the known afterwards as the lunarclism. And the problem is, we just were on a test flight, we destroyed the moon, or parts of it. It rained down to Earth, killed Earth, basically, more or less. I mean, it accelerated climate change and all the things. And basically the solar system died out. The thing is, when we just went into this similar space, is what they call it, this hyperdrive thing, and just came back to the same space where we left. But apparently 100 years after, or 200 years, or whatever, many years after we left. And oh, build a health center, nice, all in good health. So Earth died, and no one exists there anymore. We found a lot of cryopods, so some people were preserved, not on Earth, but around the solar system. And or maybe on Earth as well, I don't know. But yeah, our planet is dead. This ship should have been used to colonize another planet, which we are now trying to reach. We cannot calculate our jumps ourselves because it's too complicated and we don't have the technology available on the station. But we have found some ways, you know, some other ships that have had that technology. Or at least, you know, have had information about that. And these ships came after us and are better than us, basically. And are dead. They killed each other, basically, is what we know now. One other ship from our company, the Protagoras, is what we found first. That was basically attacked, but still intact, and there were still people alive there. We actually helped them to get back on their feet and just exist where they are. Weirdly, even though it shouldn't work, but it's fine. And then we went to the coordinates that they had, where they wanted to go. And we found another ship. And that's the Etemenanki. That was the ship of the UN. That are now have branded us as traitors of humanity, of course. Because we are just a corporation that was doing bullshit as always. And this wreckage here, this UN ship, the Etemenanki, is unfortunately dead as well. Because it was attacked by a pirate ship. The third faction in this game. The Ashtanki or some nonsense. I don't know. That's how they call themselves. Basically pirates. And we are now scared that they will shoot us as well and kill us. As they did with this ship. So, ta-da. That's basically the story in a nutshell so far. Ah, there you can see the Etemenanki in its destroyed glory. Basically, the Etemenanki was a bigger ship, as far as I know, or about as big as we were. But they were, you know, it was built in a rush and filled with all the people they could because they wanted to rescue all the people. And therefore, the conditions on the ship were ridiculously shite. The good thing is, though, they had a better drive than we did. So they didn't cause cataclysms wherever they went. Which is a problem for us still, because, you know, our drive does that still, and we cannot upgrade it to this drive, unfortunately. Because that would make sense. And, yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff has been had. Inside the capsule were toys and other everyday items. Several objects were of unknown purpose. Shouldn't that help against the earth sickness? The dead earth sickness? A little bit, you know, having some mementos or something? There was a packet of newspaper clippings that revealed some of what happened after the Tycoon first entered self-similar space. Ooh, interesting. There was a total collapse of Earth's ecosystems. Not surprising. I mean, that is already happening, so, you know, just accelerated. Accelerated? Yeah, accelerated by the moon's destruction. Exactly, accelerated, not caused. That was already happening, but it was accelerated by the moon's destruction. In response, the United Nations installed a totalitarian government of planetary surveillance to protect the population from eco-terrorists and the continuous waves of pandemics. Eco-terrorists? That's bull. They prioritized corporate practices that supported the environment and its preservation. I mean, that's at least good. But the UN installed a totalitarian government. Someone really doesn't like the UN here. Man. I mean, not that it is that effective, unfortunately, but still. Wow. But at least it explains a bit. That's good background information here. That's pretty good. Continuous waves of pandemics? I mean, the destruction of the moon would definitely cause ecosystem collapse, for sure. Because so many animals depend on the moon cycle for reproduction and all the things. It's ridiculous. And that would be kinda horrific if that happens. But you know, the moon raining down on Earth didn't help, I guess. Individual responsibility seems to have become paramount. Individual responsibility, okay. I mean, we've read on this ship that they used, you know, people like slaves in their engines to keep them running because they were so fragile, they didn't have an AI that helped. So everyone needed to constantly adjust things. And they were literally sitting in the toxic cooling liquid and dying on the spot during their shifts, and they were just left there. You know, horrific situation there. Individual responsibility, yeah, sure. Numerous, I mean, I would, you know, appreciate that as a lot, but, you know. Numerous, no, not the slavery stuff. Numerous legal ramifications were implemented to counter any further acceleration of ecosystem destruction. Good. I mean, way too late, but sure. In this time of crisis and guided by the government, society seems to have turned on politicians, extremists, immigrants, and conspiracy theorists. You know, how many others? Politicians, extremists, immigrants, and conspiracy theorists. So 3 out of 4 I agree with. I don't know why immigrants are a problem there. And even listed in that thing. But politicians, extremists, and conspiracy theorists, yes. 100%. I mean, they were themselves very extremist then, if they did this with the totalitarian government and bullshit, but yeah, 3 of these, you know, these and these 2, totally. Totally on board with that. Immigrants don't fit in this list. They have nothing to do with this. Doesn't make any sense, especially if you have a totalitarian, earth-spanning government. There are no immigrants by definition. Because it's an there are no nations, is what that means. You have an earth-spanning government. Planetary survey. That means it infers that it's planetary spanning, right? That is the whole planet, one government. Immigrants cannot exist if you have one nation. From where would they come? From I don't know, Saturn? That's nonsense. What a stupid... I don't know. This irks me. And immigrants are even listed in here. One after the other, they portrayed them as possible scapegoats, holding them responsible for 250 years of industrialization, market disruption, superficial societal practice, moral decay, and hyper-consumerism. That's not what a scapegoat is in here. They're literally responsible for that. That's not a scapegoat then. That's just, you know, pointing fingers in the right direction for once. Because that's literally what politicians, extremists, conspiracy theorists, corporate assholes, all of that, that's literally what they do for the last 250 years. Even more, I would say. What? How is that as possible scapegoats? That's not scapegoats. That's just the literal people who are responsible. God damn it. It's just so stupid. I mean, immigrants are scapegoats in that matter, yes. But the rest are not. That just makes me rant. The Etaminanki was to be the great arc, the global project that would save humanity. Which, you know, makes total sense. Only those deemed well-behaved in the eyes of the government, see, that is not good, would be allowed on board. The Ashtangites, fanatics of mysticism, and proponents of genetic manipulation were left behind on Earth with the deviants and dissidents. Ashtangites, that's the pirate faction. Or pirate-ish faction. I mean, they came from a station that was called Black Market Station or something. So... yeah, it says pirates to me. I don't know what Ashtangites are in a different way. I don't know what that word means. Maybe. I don't know. So, fanatics of mysticism. I don't know why it's mysticism, not religion as a whole, but sure. I mean, that's the start of religion, mysticism. But, yeah, okay. That makes sense. Leaving them behind, who cares? And proponents of genetic manipulation don't see why that is a problem in an environment that changes so fast that evolution definitely cannot hold up. Maybe a bit of genetic manipulation could be good, you know, if you have the way of doing that, but sure. Deviants and dissidents, that has a foul stench on it. I mean, you know, if that means the politicians, extremists, and conspiracy theorists, I can see some merit in that, but still leaving them behind. Problem is, they were already low on space, and they were already overpopulated on this thing, so they took way too many as it is. And if you have to decide some way, it's always going to be bad, because you're always weighing one life more than another, which is not good. Which is never good. You know, I'd still say to punish those who caused all of this shit, like those, and also the corporate assholes that, you know, do that as well, and the billionaires and all these assholes, but it would be nice to punish them with that, and just, yeah, you live here now because you caused all of this shit. That makes sense to me. This seems a little, I mean, they still all died, so, you know, doesn't change anything. Self-cleaning lubricants, it's a very, very controversial situation, and, you know, nothing is good what you do here. Self-cleaning lubricants, upgrade unlocked for waste treatment center. Okay. What does that do? Finally leave the wreckage, get all the research, good. We need to do some research. Let's see the waste treatment center, that looks interesting. Power cost reduced is good, but we need the deoxidized contacts for the steel mill. Steel mill. More power cost reduction, yes, I'll take that. Less iron produces, oh yeah, that's important. Let's go with those two. Good, okay. I like that. Interesting story bit. Don't think I agree with all of that, for sure. But, you know. Wow, so many non-workers, guys. Damn. Damn, son. At least we get some workers out of that as well. Let's stop this for a moment. We are a little bit full on people right now. Just need to get rid of this. Need to move that over. Don't I have a 0 tolerance here? Yes. This should go to 0. Oh, I don't have it. Okay. Fill it up. Fill it up, boys. Make sure this goes away, because I will need this space for sure. I would really like to have space for the... other thing. Oh, I need this somewhere. We will produce some waste here as well. I would really like to have space for the drone thing. How much does that need? Way too much. If you could move 2 of the batteries and still increase it by 1. This would work. This could work. I could move the other stuff around. It's actually hitting 3 batteries, so I need to go here, which is also fine. We could do that. It's way too big. I could put it here. Perfectly, as it appears. So we just need to get rid of these things. I guess this could work. So I get rid of this, because this is free. Ah, it's 1 more. Damn, son. But yeah, maybe this space is dedicated for that. And down here is another EVA module. Or I could put the EVA up here and just have it down here. Which could also be fine. I just move these around, put them closer to have more space. Get more batteries. I need 2 more batteries, it's not much. I mean, I could have them right now, but I'm not going to. And this is just... technically just need 1 of each to ferry shit around. I want a bit more, because I don't want to just ferry shit around. Why is this not working? There's space here, guys. Just, you know, get this down there. Why is that so hard? And then use it to build these. This can go now as well. I thought the 10 were gone. Okay, these 10 are going. Good. Still not sure why you're not moving these. This should be moved here. Weird. That is weirding me out. Oh, because... No, these should have 5 each. Oh, I need to keep them active is the problem. That is kind of dumb. Well, they're being... No, I'm not sure. It is being collected by stockpiles. I'm not sure why this is not getting there. Do I need to do this? And now that will work? Seems stuck. I mean, there is space. Take it away. Maybe these 5 are going somewhere else now and doing some other stuff. Weirding me out. How's it going, buddy? Yep, you're done. Get these so we can get our guys back. Our colonists. Which will land here and then we have to ferry over, which is kind of dumb, but, you know, it's fine. Actually, I don't need to ferry them over. I can just leave them here. And we can just get rid of the non-worker population and put them in sectors 3. In the end, because who cares? And we have more than enough space for that, so this is how many? Like 183 non-workers into sector 3. So 183 from sector 1 into sector 3, and it needs to be non-workers. Let's go. And that should be sector 1 clean. Only workers. Which will make everything a little bit nicer to look at. Good. How many do you have? Another 31 non-workers. We can ferry them over as well. 31 non-workers from sector 2 to sector 3. And sector 6. How many do you have still? 48. We can move those as well. That should be no problem. 48 non-workers from sector 6 into sector 3. We're good. Done. Only workers every sector but sector 3. Perfection. That's what we want. Now we are finally clean.
Population transfer complete.
And we can have a better eye on things. Ah, that feels so good. That feels so absolutely amazing. I'm not sure what's happening with you guys. Why is this thing not taking this in? I mean, now I know why, but... And also, why is this not being built? You have this, and it is powered. Why are these not being built?
Population transfer complete.
That kind of messes me up. Why? Did I bug things?
No more resources available to mine.
Yeah, that's fine with me. I don't care. I could still put a probe out and find some more for you guys. Like more ice would be nice, yeah. Ice and carbon. Seems good. The weather is going away. That's nice. I hope it vanishes completely. Yeah, repatriate the colonists, please. Getting all that science is amazing. We can use that like crazy now. We definitely want the waste treatment center to use the self-cleaning stuff for less energy. The steel mill is almost done. 10 iron. Oh, yes. Just make that even more efficient. Perfect. And then we probably go for this. Production speed increase is nice. These can't be done yet. Yeah, I'll need to go through all of these. And just do all of them because we have some science now. That's pretty good. I like it. Hey, Mixali Spit. Hello. Welcome. How are you doing? And Blub Blub, of course. So yeah, this will be alleviated like crazy. What's about the... Okay, this is not used yet because we don't have the workers. Actually, we just kinda do, not quite. So how does this work? All should have trains, right? You need a train. Okay, let's build that train. And it's going to be built on both sides, so that's fine. So you will be connected with all sectors by train then, and then I can use this.
Completed a task.
So, you have a lot of workers, you have a lot of workers, you have not that many workers. So you, give me 20 or 30 workers. Let's say 30. 30 workers from Sector 1 into Sector 3. And that should be more than enough to actually run this. I'm good, how about you? I'm doing fine, yes. Thank you. Catching up with your Terra Invicta campaign. Oh, that's nice. I hope you have fun with that. Even though I'm ranting like crazy. Just riles me up sometimes, you know. We don't want this in Sector 2 anymore. We want this in Sector 3. I will need to put a cut in here. But at least we have found out that colonization is possible. 25% chance is pretty good. Food. 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 I mean, water is getting back up. That's nice. Yeah, we're running out of ice fast, though. Oh, that's kind of shite. And there's no ice left anymore. Uh-oh. We have one running on ice. There is a lot of ice. You are free. Go for ice. I think that's more important. And you also take the pure alloy. That's nice. You know what? Take pure alloy with precedence. And all of these will be reduced for you, and that's fine. You take this, and all of the rest will be reduced. Someone will have to take that hydrogen, and we need that for sure. Oh god.
Population transfer complete.
I really hope we can avoid using that altogether, but let's see. I could just get my solar panels up a bit. It costs so much more every single time, my god. But then we produce more waste. More waste gives us more stuff. I want the water treatment plant. I'm really thinking about opening up the next sector a little bit quicker. And it should be this one, and just make a waste sector. And get a water treatment... No, I need the water treatment plant where it's needed, which is here. So how can I reduce all of this shit? Actually, just with another food sector, which will also need a water treatment plant. Which is very annoying. I probably can get rid of this, but how big is the water treatment plant? We should have it, right? Is that factories? Not waste treatment. Don't we have it yet? Apparently we don't. No, we don't. Research this next, please. Okay, I need to put a cut in this part. The stream's not ending, but the YouTube part is. Thank you all for watching. Leave me a like if you liked. Sub my YouTube if you haven't. It really, really helps. And come to Discord and come to Twitch if you want to see that side of things. And also if you want to be informed about new streams and videos when they, you know, start or before they start. And I see you then. Blub blub, everyone.